times for 68 yards. Said he was a little out of sorts, understandable in his first career start. Tends to let it rip a bit more today. They start on the ground with the transfer.
It's in the middle of that Kentucky defense.
One of the best defensive linemen in the country at 6'8", 340. Swing pass outside to Michael Smith. There's a flag down at the 31-yard line. Carolina. A short set for Sellers. He's in trouble. Managed to stay on his feet and throw. It's 3rd down and 18. Out of the gun, Sellers. High pass and a good catch by the crosser Jared Brown, and he scampers out every year since 1992 when South Carolina joined the conference. 1st and 10 for the Gamecocks, and a beautiful throw through a lot of traffic. Sellers on target to Jared Brown.
Excellent throw by the freshman.
Sellers takes off running the line quickly. Jared Brown again, a lot of running room as he turned the corner, but he gets yanked out inside.
And from there, Dow Loggins needs to continue to work sideline to sideline and away from the big bodies in the middle.
Sellers rolls to his left, has a wide open receiver and a touchdown. Mazio Bennett Jr., a 24-yard score.
It's not just through the air, but also on the ground.
That drive was much more impressive than anything they put together on offense against Old Dominion last week. They had just 305 yards of offense.
Everything they can to open up the passing game on the perimeter, guys.
The handoff to Rocket Sanders. The timeout. 3rd down and 9. Sanders moves back onto the right hip of the redshirt freshman Lenore Sellers. He dodges the rush a couple times. There's a flag down. The catch is made for a 1st down of conference game on the road against a team that has some power and speed up front. Short set, quick throw, caught. Mazio Bennett ran into a pile at the 12
here in Lexington.
Robbie Ashford, the backup quarterback, comes in for Lenore Sellers. He handed.
It felt like on the last drive that would lead to him having to head to the locker room. You have an experienced backup in Ashford in there.
He handed it off.
Ashford, he started games in this conference, and I've said it all along, we got 2 winning quarterbacks, and I love Robbie because Robbie's a competitor.
154 combined college starts. Robbie Ashford still the quarterback. Rocket Sanders tried to bounce it out.
Checked out for the quarterback.
Ashford on a quarterback delay. Looked like a design run for him. 21 years old. Will turn 22 next month. He gave it to Ashford. Has completed his only pass attempt this afternoon on in relief of Lenore Sellers. 5 receivers, 3 to his left. He looked to the left. He pulled it down quickly, then slipped as he. Another design run for Ashford, trying to get outside. He's tackled from behind, well short of the first. Lenore Sellers is back in. See how they play it with under 2 minutes to go. Just 1 timeout left. He lost the ball, went straight up in the air and caught out of midair. Jessica Pagula, an American, is in the women's final as we speak. After the Kentucky timeout, Mark Stoops wants the ball back. Lenore Sellers, high throw, intercepted. Ty Bryant brings it back.
Massive negative plays that give the momentum to the defense and by South Carolina. And then for South Carolina, they've had some good moments. Just you had 1 bad mistake by your quarterback, and then you played most of the second quarter with your backup. So got to feel better if you're offensively for South Carolina.
Lenore Sellers comes out throwing, and he's. Sellers left the game at 3:17 of the first quarter. Returned with under 2 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Trying to get more vertical in the run game.
We get to the line quickly. Play fake by Sellers. He didn't see the rusher coming. The ball got loose and it got picked up by Michael Smith. The dude in corner Defense coordinator Brad White says we want him to lock down one side of the field. Another blitz, another loose ball. And this time it looked like the Cats might have gotten it. They did not. That was about its running now. Sanders, the running back, under duress. Sellers got it off. It's incomplete. 2024, boy, he is terrific on game day. Here's Raheem Sanders, wiggles his way to the 40 to get back in great shape. And you saw that in the opener when they used him with regularity at a career high 24 carries. Go out of 5 on 3rd down, and they're now 0 for 6. And interesting decision if they do in this defensive struggle. They run Brady Hunt a tight end trying to get movement, and there is a flag. 5th-year senior Oxendine jumped. Probably weren't going to snap it, you would think. Now on 1st down. Michael.
Action. I think that should have gone on the offense.
All right, thank you, Matt. Robbie Ashford back in, and he gets buried. They're 0 for 6 on 3rd down. And Kentucky's 1 out of 9. Sellers dodged the rush and found a wide open receiver. Mazio Bennett, who has the only touchdown. Rocket Sanders is the running back. They fake a pitch to him. Another open receiver and a touchdown. Joshua Simon, the tight end. But they had 3 penalties that wiped out 46. And if you're wondering why the ball's on the 43, they also had a penalty on the punt for an illegal shift. So South Carolina took this to work for Dino Babers. So Sellers committed to Syracuse. He hands it off here to Sanders. And after a very good senior center, where the production is going to come from the wide receiver group for South Carolina. We mentioned the lack of big play running backs for Kentucky. They're trying to replace Xavier Legette at South Carolina.
Trying to figure that out.
They're 1 out of 7 on 3rd down. Kentucky's 1 for 10. Bennett went in motion and came back. Sellers a clean pocket, pulled it down, and then completes one for a 1st down. Out of straight ahead. There's 5 career interceptions. He had 2 pick sixes in a game last year. Sanders rumbles inside the 25. He comes. Play clock at 5. Sanders bounces outside and has room inside the 5, lunging for the pylon. Touchdown.
After further review, the runner was out of bounds prior to the ball breaking the plane of the goal line. The ball will be placed at the 1/2-yard line. 1st down.
112 yards of offense in this quarter, more than the 101 they had the entire 1st half. Sellers trying to follow a lead blocker. He got driven back. Brad White said Sellers reminds him of Anthony Richardson, which is a big compliment. Flag thrown. Raheem Sanders clearly got into the end zone. That each team has been penalized 5 times. Feels like there have been more than that because many of them have been quite costly. The fake to Sanders. Sellers fires. There's another flag down. The pass is incomplete in the end zone. It's in goal. And if South Carolina scores a touchdown, now this whole sequence works out better for them because it's going to take more time off the clock. And it's Sanders not to be denied. Joshua dominating in both weeks. Last week against Old Dominion and today here against Kentucky. McDowell remains the running back. Lenoris Sellers the quarterback. Throwing for single coverage. Trying to get it to Nick Harbor. There is a flag down. Get more involved.
And I think that I understand because he's great on the video game. He's elite speed, elite size.
Chance to get him some reps in this situation. To track All-American, he's run a 10.11 in the 100 meters. Michael Smith down the sideline. And don't look now if you're Kentucky, but next Saturday night, Georgia is here, the #1 team in the country. Juju McDowell with another flag down. Attaway the third has come in at running back. A transfer from North Texas. South Carolina brought in 21 transfers this year. Kentucky 15. Attaway dumped him. Lenora Sellers takes it down and runs out of bounds at the 28. Well, the offense has really benefited in both games from short fields. Their first touchdown drive last week and their last were both on.
Still third down.
Takeaways by the defense inside the 10-yard line. They had to score with about 6 minutes to go to beat Old Dominion after the defense got them the ball back last week to set up the winning touchdown inside the 10. Sellers 11 out of 15 passing for 159, 2 TDs and 1 interception. And he's taken down for a loss back at the 35-yard.
In Missouri up, knowing that you got to travel up there as well later in the year.
Feels like an important year for Shane Beamer. The first 2 were terrific, 7 and 6, and then an 8 and 5 last year. A step back to 5 and 7. But year 4 off to an excellent start. They go to 2-0, 1-0 in the conference, and they make history. They are the first team to be in first place in the 6th.